I've not really reviewed that many prequel characters. That needs to change. Hello figure fiends and collectors, this is me, Daniel East 1000, back again with another Star Wars The Black Series figure review. Today we're going to be having a look at Commander Bly. First, as per usual, as always, we'll be taking a look at the packaging itself, of which is relatively standard issue. You've got the Gregory Titus artwork at the bottom there. I'm pretty sure this is one of the last waves to feature that, which is kind of unfortunate really, and will be sorely missed. But nonetheless, you've got the Star Wars Black Series logo at the top there, bubble where the figure sits, name of the character, some legal MacGuffin as well there. On the side, the number of the character as well as the character's name, same at the side there as well. On the back, you've got a bit of a bio on the character, of which I will include in the description below if you want to pause it and give it a read. Star Wars The Black Series, number 104, and a ton of legal garb at the bottom, as well as some lovely artwork again by Gregory Titus. Really going to miss that art, but things do need to be freshened up a little bit. It's high time the Black Series did have a bit of a facelift. One thing that I do like about this style of packaging, and we need to kind of wait to see if it will be carried on, although I imagine it will be, into the new style, is the fact that you can open these figures up, take the figures out, and if you do so choose to and so wish, you can always restore them back inside the bubble, which was always a nice feature I felt. Just gave it a bit more of a higher quality feel. That's the packaging out the way and done with. Onto the figure itself, of which again is relatively standard issue, to be quite honest with you. Some will probably argue with me about this, particularly if you are a clone nut, but for me personally I feel like clones are a little bit standard issue. Once you've seen one, to a certain degree you've seen them all, but for me it's a clone trooper. Though I must admit with this one there is a lot of nice little features in terms of paint application and detailing that has been added or gone into him. So he's got that really nice mustard paint application going on, with a bit of like brown lines as well, and just some different variations on the Clone Trooper's sculpt. Some nice little sculpted detail of pouches on his bicep there. Of course the Karma as well, which has some ammo pouches running along to the back. He's got a soft goods skirt there as well. I forget what you call these. Is it a Karma? That's the Pauldron. That's a Karma. Sorry if I've got them mixed up. There is, just to note as well, for anyone who is a 100% completionist, a running change variant wherein the helmet has a extra additional paint marking. I've got the standard one which doesn't, but there's another one apparently that has the brown paint application that's seen there that runs straight down onto that. Apparently it's movie accurate, although you don't really see this guy for that long in Revenge of the Sith, so could be right, could be wrong. I wouldn't have a clue, to be perfectly honest with you, because again I'm not the biggest clone nut in the world. It is a nice one at the end of the day. I think the variations on it and the colour variations just make it stand out a little bit more than most clones. One thing I will note as well, you can pop the visor down, but I always thought there was like a black line for the visor, but for some reason they haven't included that. That is something I may have to touch up in the future with some black paint and very delicate brushwork, but it's not a biggie, although I do feel like it looks a little bit odd that there's nothing really there to represent the visor. But yeah, that does move up and down if you so wish. I tend to keep it up like so. There's some nice paint application on that as well. In terms of articulation, this guy has a ball jointed head as well as a ball hinge, so he can look up, down, left and right. Ball hinge shoulders, swivel at the top of the forearm, double hinged elbows, of which is soon to be a thing of the past. I really shouldn't be ranting about that in this video, but this is probably going to be the last clones we're going to see with it. Ball jointed wrists, ball jointed torso, ball jointed hips, swivel at the top of the thigh, double hinged knees, of which again probably going to be the last time we see it on a figure like this, and ball jointed ankle with rocker joints. So you can get this guy into plenty of fantastic poses, which you really want with a clone trooper. You want it to be as dynamic and poseable as possible so you can get it in some cool shooty gun action poses. In terms of accessories, he does come with this large blaster rifle, which unfortunately isn't particularly detailed or weathered at all. It's just a solid black piece. And he also comes with these blaster pistols, of which do slot into his holster, and if you so wish, you can remove them. If I just take one of them out. This hand doesn't really have a trigger finger, so you can't actually, put the trigger finger through the hole. Although I'm sure if you had a go at cutting it, you might be able to get it to do that, but I'm not going to attempt to do that. But with this one, you can certainly do that. Again, no real weathering on that little pistol, but it's just a solid black piece. Not a biggie, just given that this guy does have quite a few paint apps going on with him. Again, I'm not really much of a clone nut, so I don't really have much of a commentary on this guy. By all means, I do like my clone troopers, but I'm not as transfixed as some people are with them. Although obviously I would love a set of clone armor. But alas, I'll stick with my figures for now. But that's pretty much it for Clone Commander Bly. There's not really a hell of a lot I can really say about it other than it's a nice clone and is, if you are a clone collector, well worth adding to your collection. Fingers crossed, like I did say in my top 15 prequel characters that need to be made video. It'd be nice to see if we could get Aayla Secura to accompany this guy, maybe some more clones from his company to accompany him as well, but that's something that Hasbro can do later on down the line. And I for one look forward to it. So, that's pretty much it from me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Have you picked this guy up? What do you think? And this is me, Daniel East 1000, signing out, and thank you very much for watching.